battery died. So, tell y'all what y'all missed. The barrel tang slot in the stock was in fact deep enough. The problem was the barrel hook in the breech plug was a really tight fit in the tang itself. So just hit it with a file just a couple times, knocked the edge down, and it was fine. So I think to start, I think we're just going to start at the back. I'm going to tape this off here and just start sanding and get this to fit and get this the way I like it, and then we'll mess with this last, the trigger guard. We'll put the lock in and sand on it, maybe the trigger, I don't know. I might have to get a Dremel out and work on some of this inletting. But we may work on this end cap. So, it'll probably be sped up from here. But I'm going to get to taping this off. I'm just going to let you guys run and you can see what I'm doing. And we'll see what kind of progress we make. Okay, so what we've done here is we've just taped off the brass so that we can sand and not worry about scarring up the brass too bad. So now we're just going to get started sanding. I had to go get some more aggressive sandpaper. That 220 is finishing up nice, but it's just going to take forever. So, I don't know if y'all have ever used these sponges, 3M, but we're going to try it. That was 180. Let's go to 100 and just try to knock some of this material off. It's like midnight when I'm working on this. Everybody's in bed, so I can't run to the hardware store. And I thought I had more sandpaper than I did. But anyway. My camera died, and I didn't know it. So, we got the barrel tang fitted. We got the lock fitted, the actual action here. Finally got all this done. So, you know, when this is all, before we stain it, we'll pull all the brass, every bit of it, even the wedge plugs, and I'll give everything a good once over with the 220. But before we stain it, we'll probably go with like a dark mahogany, something along those lines. But anyway, right now we're gonna get some files. I kept working the trigger in and out and got it to leave marks on the wood, rub marks. So we're going to get in here with some files. See if we can't make us some room. You can't go, you got to be careful because there's a bench in there that this trigger assembly will set on. You don't want to file away that bench. But in the high spots, I mean, you really don't have no choice. And it's mainly where the pins, where the assembly pins go in. Okay, this groove, remember I said earlier it was a really tight fit. We're gonna have to get in here in this groove that the trigger rides in. The trigger guard sits in here and back here. But we're gonna have to open this up just a little bit because it's just not fitting. And then you can see the trigger sits deep, so I'll probably take and file at least some of this off, put a little, I don't know, kind of taper it back to the trigger guard. So let's see what we can do here. Sorry about that. Had to find my plastic punches. Okay, new plan. We're going to take a break. We're going to get the Dremel tool and a sanding drum, and let's see if we can manipulate that hole a little bit. Stay tuned.